asking for a clear message, clear energy to come through for us, allowing all restrictions, contractions, or hesitations towards our highest realities to dissolve and fade and return back to Mother, to be recycled into a creative, expressive, and divinely aligned reality and experience. Thank you all for being here. My name is Sun. I am a somatic and energy therapist, and I'm here today to offer some messages from Divine Feminine to support us in this current transition that we are going through. If you have any personal questions or topics that you would like me to talk about, you can pop those in the comments and they will come through if they are meant to. So just a general energy check first. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and this is something you might feel surprised by, but you don't need to. We are learning that we are so much more stable than we realized, and other people might not perceive us this way, but we have a solid understanding about stability that is going much, much deeper than the superficial layers that are kind of more common. So for example, somebody might feel that having a job is stable to them, but they could lose their job at any moment and then feel completely unstable. Somebody else might not have had a job for a decade, but is stable because they know how to take care of themselves and to run their own business so as to keep themselves really stable. So when it comes to jobs and this kind of security around money and home and situation, we're understanding that there's a deeper layer of security that goes beyond the practical layer. And it goes into our essence of who we are. A stability in the remembering of who we truly are and why we're here. So that is this true Ten of Pentacles, the part of us that is so secure and confident. And so we're really giving ourselves permission to step into that. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. We are really giving this the ability to step into our bodies and into our nervous systems. This is no longer a concept. It's not something we're just dreaming about. It's something we feel in almost every moment, more and more. You know, the ratio is changing, whereas before we were maybe 100% in survival mode, and we thought, okay, maybe there's 1% of my mind that could consider abundance. And then we slowly grew that, right? We've been growing it. Okay, 10% of me believes that I'm capable of abundance. Okay, 20% of me believes that I'm capable of creating what I truly want and receiving more and not having to drain myself in order to get there, right? So we're building these concepts. We're really allowing them to become more stable within us so that we aren't relying on superficial external validation like a job in order to feel stable. Okay? I know some of these things might go kind of beyond where you're at. That's okay, right? If something doesn't click for you, just let it go. The pieces that are really going to be meant for you will come through for you. And so you can trust that it's easy. We don't have to try so hard, which is the main message of that last card, actually. Okay, so this card is an inquiry a little bit as to our next steps, because we do feel like there's a lot going on. We're doing so many things, but there's a little bit of this like running in circles feeling like, am I actually doing the thing that is moving me towards my next piece? Or is it kind of like repeating the same pattern? You know, are we able to discern the difference? So this is my next question. We're looking at, what do we need to know about the old pattern changing into a new pattern right now? Because that's what's happening for us, right? Your own version of that. Let me know if that resonates in the comments, please. And your own specific version of it would be helpful too. The King of Pentacles. Any questions that you post will be pulled into this collective reading, okay? The King of Pentacles is a very strong masculine energy, so it comes through within ourselves. Even if you're in a woman's body and you are a feminine essenced being, there will still be this energy within you. And this is just really solid. It's feeling very secure. It's feeling, it's very related to that Ten of Pentacles too, because it's a similar energy. Like the King of Pentacles has that Ten of Pentacles for sure. So again, it's a confirmation that we already have this, right? We're not looking in other places to try to figure this out anymore. We're really feeling it within ourselves. So there's a confidence that's coming with this. There's a strength that comes with this. Certainly a wisdom as well, because again, we're not trying so hard. We're not lost in our heads trying to figure it all out, right? We are now giving ourselves permission to trust our instincts. We know exactly what's next. We know exactly what's next. And all we need to do is trust ourselves and let it happen, right? The King of Pentacles does not question himself. You don't need to question yourself anymore. This lack of discernment from the past, we've closed that cycle. We learned that lesson, okay? But some of us don't feel fully secure about that. Thank you so much for your beautiful presence here, my friends. Let's look a little bit deeper into how we are closing out that old cycle about not being sure about our discernment abilities and now stepping into fully confident King of Ten of Pentacles energy. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely this sort of slow luxury that comes through. And some people can see this as a sort of backtracking, but I don't see it that way. It feels amazing to slow down. We're not in a rush. We used to have this pressure from other influences, right? That tells us that we're supposed to be going all the time. We're supposed to be getting so much done. There's a deadline, there's a biological clock. There's so many different things related to time and this pressure that we feel in relation to time. It's all an illusion. We're aware now that when we slow down our nervous systems, when we really integrate safety into our bodies and our daily habits, there's no rush. Time literally slows down. We have the ability to literally manipulate time in order to slow down so that we can feel more pleasure, more peace, more clarity. This is aligned and balanced action. There's no room for questioning here. This is a fully aligned and balanced action coming through. Fully confident, knowing exactly what is meant to happen, what is next, what we're meant to do here. Multiple things happening, all symbiotically. So that's the focus, especially if you find your mind getting distracted into the past and thinking about like, oh my gosh, all these mistakes that I made and, the karma and all the things that I have to do different and, this shame spiral, fear spirals. Whenever we get to that, we need to come back to this truth of that Six of Wands. It's so much about the balancing in our passions. We truly know what is right for us, and there's no need for us to go back and forth anymore. We've already been there. We've already discerned. We've looked at all the options, and we have found a sense of balance that is not requiring us to make any self-betrayals or anything like that. There's no feeling of self-sabotage anymore, right? We're not trying to get out of it anymore. We're fully embracing our magic. Okay, so I have two cards, the top and the bottom. The top is really our conscious reality right now, just to check in where we're at. And the bottom is going to be the unconscious, what we don't see coming. So the conscious, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. That is exactly what I was seeing. This illusion and delusion in our discernment, especially in our minds, right? These mind loops, finally coming to rest, finally breaking the patterns of the mental loops that we've been on for a while. So if you're relating to this one, let me know in the comments. Have you felt this sort of looping in your mind and this change with that energy really happening now? This is a very old and long cycle, a generational cycle actually, that we've been taught. It's also been ingrained in our nervous systems because we are built upon the nervous systems of our caregivers. And so this feeling, this experience of being stuck in our heads, stuck in our realities, unable to break through, that is an old story, old story. And we're learning how to break it. That's it. We are learning how to break and change generational patterns. We're choosing ourselves as the ones who are here to do this work. We are breaking through the limitations of our ancestors. That's such a huge thing to say. I know. It's such a huge thing to say, but this is the truth. We are here. We have had more lifetimes than ever. We are in more awareness and memory of it than ever. We are waking up in huge crowds together. We're coming back into community, which is the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is the golden age, my friends. We have to understand our ancestors for the last few thousand years have been in the age of Pisces. There's a lot of illusion in Pisces. Yes. Anybody here, you will be relating to this message. This message is for everybody here, so you can apply what I'm saying to your own personal version of it. We're breaking through. Do you hear me? Are you breaking through? Yeah. What you're asking about, whatever you're thinking about right now with your breakthrough, that's what we're talking about right now. Keep listening. Okay, so with the breakthrough, let's look at this sort of blind spot. And then we also have at the bottom of the deck our unconscious that we don't see. So I'm going to hold the blind spot in terms of the breakthrough, and I'm going to go for the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the blind spot with a breakthrough, that's what you were just thinking about, that topic that you want to have your breakthrough with. We'll come back to that one. This one first is our unconscious reality right now. We have this Seven of Wands in reverse. You see the unicorn. I love this message. Again, it's a breakthrough energy, a repeat of the seven there. We just had the Seven of Air, swords, and now we have wands, fire. So again, it's this breakthrough in that energy. This one is more about the inspired action. So not just has this breakthrough happened in our minds, in our awareness, in how we're communicating, but it's also happened in our action and our personal inspiration. So that's amazing. We're giving ourselves permission to step into this, again, security and confidence about who we truly are. We are here with divinely inspired action, passion, inspiration. Yeah? the more that we settle into this, we give ourselves permission to let this be a conscious thing, the more we are able to fully move into that energy, to embrace that energy, to live as goddess, fully embodied goddess living through us, right? We are oracles. We're opening ourselves to divine inspiration. And we are acting on a daily basis in every moment led by this divine inspiration. So what's your version of that? What's your divine inspiration? What's your why? What are you here for? Let me know in the comments. Is it to bring love, to bring children, to teach? What's your thing? And then the piece that was a blind spot around the transformation is the Emperor. So, you know, we already got the Ten of Pentacles, we got the King of Pentacles. We know that our masculine is solid and very present. Right? Have you been feeling it? Do you feel the masculine arriving in this type of energy within you, within your communities, around you, in your home, whoever this is, whatever version of this is for you? Do you feel this? What does it feel like to you? It's a very strong, solid, confident, masculine energy. Okay, so there is a piece about this that I want to highlight. So you see the king in the lion. You see the four, which is stability, a foundation. Now, when most people see this energy, the first thing they think of is ego. They think, oh, this person's on the throne. They think they know what they're doing. They just get to have everything that they want, right? Dictator vibes. It's not what this is. That's the old story. That's the illusion. This emperor, the real true divine masculine that has arrived, this is the servant of the people. They only receive the title of the king or the emperor or the queen and the empress because the entire community relies on them to lead them, to protect them, to take care of them. This is the person with the most responsibility in the entire kingdom. And they take it on totally cool. Got it. No problem. What else do you need? Now you can see why they're so lavishly supported, why everybody is giving them gifts, why they live in the most luxurious places. This is a full embodiment of our divine purpose. Yes, this is it. This is it. We're already talking about it. You're posting your questions. I'm already answering them. This is it. We're stepping into our divine purpose. Our masculine sides, the part of us that is fully confident and secure and protecting and providing and loving on every single person in our life, that has arrived. That part of ourselves and the external reflection of it is here already. All right, so we're breaking through. That's that energy. It was a blind spot in regards to our breakthrough. And we see like this part of ourselves that we have been yearning for, the external reflection that we've been yearning for in our relationships, it's already here. The biggest pieces, are we allowing it? Is your nervous system aligned to be able to allow it? If you need some work on your nervous system and your ability to magnetize your desires, we can do a goddess activation and we can do some clearing. So check the link in my bio for personal support if you want to look into your own energies or if you want some rituals to support you in your transformation. Okay, So this card I have here, in regards to this blind spot and the breakthrough, the transformation, there's something there. It's so funny because the energies are telling me you already know, you already know. And what I'm telling you, what is coming through are things that you have already thought of, that you already know. So I'm not giving you any new information. What is happening is that I'm giving you some pieces that had been kind of in the back where you weren't looking, okay? So another message, this is a few in this same category of something that is just kind of hiding right behind your awareness, and it's ready to come through to support this current transformation energy that we are tapped into. So far we've had, this will be the second 10 card, and we've also had a king and an emperor and a couple of sevens in reverse. So really this is, again, just such a confirmation that we are on the right path already. Things are falling into place. The old cycle is closed. The new cycle has arrived. I am doing your reading right now. If you are here, this message is for you because you are closing and restarting a cycle right now. And we're talking about it. This is the breakthrough that we have been praying for, for so long. Do you feel that? You know how long you've been aching for this? And now it's here and you don't even want to believe me. That's how we are, you know? Our dreams can arrive on a silver platter in front of us and we will walk away. Do you know why? Because you don't believe you deserve it. You have to work this into your nervous system. You have to believe that your dreams are actually real, that they are arriving. Otherwise, they will arrive and you'll think that they're fake. Or a fake version of it will come in and you'll think it's real, even though it's draining your energy. And you'll get stuck in that. And that's where we were. We were stuck in that. We were stuck in an illusion. We were running around in circles. No progress. Learning the hard way. It's exhausting. Aren't you exhausted? That was exhausting. This is the breakthrough into a new reality. It's time. The time has arrived. It's now. It's right now. Not tomorrow. Not later today. It's literally right now. I am reading you right now. What we want has already arrived. It's literally on a silver platter in front of us. You know that saying, you can't see it because it's in front of your nose? It's like so close that you're looking everywhere else for it. It's right here. It's right inside of your own heart, inside of your own home. Everything that you've been desiring. If you don't believe this, if this doesn't ring true for you, then you're still stuck in the illusion. And you're so close to breaking through. This is your confirmation that it is an illusion. The story of being a victim, that was an illusion. The truth is that we are creating a new cycle. We're breaking through generational patterns that have been holding down our lineage. We are remembering the ancestral roots of who we are pre-colonialism. This is big breakthroughs. I don't know how to say it more clearly. It's so strong. So strong. Yeah. So a lot of this, what I'm saying, you already know it's true. You've already heard it, but really it's about digesting it. Like, can you really believe that it's true? You might feel this as either digestive issues or headaches, specifically headaches like in the temple. So if you are experiencing that, just to know that that is you trying to process and digest this energy. You can allow it to shift by moving your body to help to move the energy. And also tapping can really help. So you can tap that spot while repeating affirmations. You can tap the meridian lines with emotional freedom technique, EFT. But yeah, just a confirmation that these realities of your dream come true. This is sort of processing that's happening for you. Like you're starting to grasp the truth that it is real, that it is here, that you do deserve it. So when you get those symptoms of like the headaches or the digestive discomfort, just know that that is your body processing what's happening. And you can also support your nervous system and your spiritual transformation by supporting your body. So it works both ways. If you work through the spiritual side, the body will also relax into it. And if you work through the body, then the spiritual side will also align. Okay, so I'm looking at the Rose Oracle. We're welcoming the energies of the Priestess, of the Mary Magdalene, the Holy Grail. We are allowing the energies of Isis and Hathor to come through to support us in embodying these divine energies. And yes, I am reading you right now. This is for everybody who is here. Collectively, we will be sharing these energies, and you can take whatever parts are working for you, resonating for you. Yes. Okay. Sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. So this ties into the question right there about fasting as well. Let's get right into it. There is a clearing energy with the water, right? So tuning into that feeling of, you see it all, rest, self-care. It's about nourishment. This is an essential part of the transformation process. Like when we go into a cocoon and we turn into mush, right? There is a death of the old versions of ourselves that happens there. And there's a reset that happens there. Now, when we're talking about the physical body and the spiritual connection, we're able to unite these two things. So like I just said earlier, we can go through the spiritual and have the physical symptom, or we can go through the physical and have the spiritual adjustment happen simultaneously. Both work. They are always working together, intertwined. So when it's a conversation about clearing, we're clearing the astral realm, the karma, right? So this is happening in our dreams for the most part, but also in any spiritual practices you might have with ritual or deity work, or whatever your prayer, whatever you work with, right? So that's the spiritual version. Now the physical version happens mostly in the gut. A lot of it is in the gut, because the gut is where everything is digested and processed. So when we are needing to clear, the very first step is to work with the gut. Now, how do we give the gut a full reset? We give it a break. Do you see this about rest and self-care? Our digestive systems in our physical bodies, they need a break too. We're not meant to, our bodies are not functioning at their highest if they're constantly digesting food. And so when we give our body a break and we have a few hours a day, maybe we skip a meal, it really gives our body a chance to regenerate. This is the only time that our body can regenerate, is when it is in a state of rest. And the only time it's in a state of rest is if it's not digesting. One thing to be really, really aware of is to make sure that the elimination systems of the bowel and the lymph are very, very strong whenever you go into these types of parasitic cleansing, detoxing, fasting. Make sure that your clearing systems are supported and strong. It's essential. That's the first step. Okay. So, yeah, a lot about this digesting thing, right? Like, we're really starting to comprehend the depth of what is coming through us. And there's such a breakthrough happening in 2024 about this. So we will notice a huge, huge swing in May. Mid-May is when there's going to be huge, huge swing with the energies and really the breakthrough with the golden age. And those of us who are already on this momentum of the golden age, we are definitely going to feel that it just feels like a current, like the current is getting stronger. But in spring, in May, it's spring for me at that time in the Northern Hemisphere, there's this sort of breakthrough energy that's arriving for us. So yeah, we're preparing for that. You know, we're becoming aware of it so that we can comprehend it, so that we can accept it when it arrives, right? We know that we're deserving it, right? So we're preparing ourselves for it. So what do I need to know in terms of this preparation and yeah, just like what to expect, what to prepare for, you know? Spiritual connection. The relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Okay, 27, which is a 9. So it's going to be different for different people depending on who you are, but there is an entity that you're connected with. This could be your monad, a soul monad, the extension of who you are, and a sort of soul family or star family that lives within that with you. So becoming aware of who those people are, the past lifetimes that you had with them, maybe some memories coming through. But the general thing that we're feeling from this is the understanding of not being alone, that there is a team aspect to our mission. Most of us, 80, even 90% of people of their starseeds, light workers, we're meant to be doing this together. We do go through a hermit phase, but it's a phase. What a relief, isn't it, to be working together? All right. If you would like to go into these energies deeper and to tap into your personal versions of it, or to do any clearing, cord cutting, or goddess activations for your own transformation journey, I would so love to support you. My sessions are currently half price. You can get that either by messaging me privately, commenting, or through that link that you can find around my stuff. And we can go deeper into your personal stuff. I'd be so happy to support you, to offer any ritual or ceremony that you might desire to really support your transformation. I'm so excited for us because we're breaking through and we don't have to try so hard anymore. My private readings are on sale for $44 for 22 minutes. I do schedule extra time in case you need support moving forward or if you have any questions or anything. But that's my tuning in, that's my intro. You can do it as a general reading just to see what kind of blind spots are, and I can give you some direction moving forward. So that's really a basic intro, but I can also design it as a clearing if there's something specific, a cord cutting that you need to do, or if there's a specific deity that you're wanting to connect with. Those are also options. A very short version of it as an introduction anyways. So I would be so happy to support you with that. And I'm so grateful for you as well. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your beautiful energies. Hi there, my name is Sun. I am a somatic and energy therapist. I am a decade into full-time supporting my community in spiritual development and also in trauma therapy. I am trauma informed and I'm happy to support you in breaking through from any old stories that might be holding you back and allowing ourselves to step into the light of who we truly are, why we're here, what we're meant to be doing, the love that we're meant to be sharing and experiencing, the joy that we're meant to be experiencing. So I welcome all of this and more. I send all of your beautiful energies back to you, to your beautiful guides to support you in moving forward with this. If you would like to access the full version of this reading, I will post it shortly on the YouTube channel, which you can find also in the link. And yes, I will pop back on in a little while. Sending you so much love.